Hello everybody. So today I am doing something I have been waiting to do for, well, ever since I saw someone else do it on YouTube. This is the How I Did My Makeup in High School challenge. I'm going high school, middle school kind of as a whole because I didn't really change much. Hairstyles would change, amount of eyeliner would change, lipstick would change, but other than that, I kind of had the same products across the board. I actually have some of the exact literal same tubes, same brushes, same pans of eyeshadow that I had in like the 9th grade, the 8th grade. So this is pretty gross actually because I feel like these products are definitely way past their expiration date and I'm going to be putting them on my face. So without further ado, let's get started. I have this bin of everything with me and here goes nothing. So the first step, let me tell you first of all, there was no primer, and I think you've been hearing this with everybody's videos. Nobody primed their faces. We just looked at our faces, the canvas that we needed, we'd slap on whatever we wanted. I, in my never-ending wisdom, knew that moisturizer was a necessary part of my routine because I had really dry skin and I still do to this day. So this is the Aveeno Ultra Calming Daily Moisturizer. I've been using this for a while, I would say. I think the first time I bought this was maybe in the 10th grade. Before that, I didn't really have dry skin. I had pretty normal skin, actually. I've had pretty great skin my entire life, and then I got to college. Things started changing. That's okay. Anyway, so this was what I would use. So what I would do, just pump a little bit in my hand, like a pump and a half maybe, because I knew that I didn't want my face to get all like slathery and nasty. And then I would rub it and put it all over my face. I didn't think about it. I just put it everywhere because I figured everywhere's dry and I don't need any type of different moisturizing or different anything in different places on my face. So, and then it would just be like that little bit of tackiness that I thought was perfect for my foundation. Now, moving on to foundation. I have one that is the original, one that I've had since high school, and another which is one that I purchased like 2 or 3 weeks ago on my own anyway because I wanted to try out the new formula. I couldn't find the original formula, but you're definitely going to know which one I'm talking about. So the first is the Maybelline Fit Me. This is the Dewy and Smooth in the color 120, Classic Ivory. I had the original Fit Me that just wasn't dewy, wasn't matte, wasn't anything. It was just Fit Me, and I really, really, really liked that formula. The only issue I had was, like many of us back in the day, I would buy a shade way too dark for me because I didn't think about the fact that my face should match the rest of my body, not itself or something. It was very weird for me, and I definitely was going higher than 120. So this is one option. And the second, which sometimes I would use in tandem with the Maybelline, is the MAC Studio Fix. This was a mistake. I'm gonna put it that way. My skin type did not agree with this foundation, and I would use it anyway. You see, it came with this little sponge, and I used the sponge. Look how it is saturated. It is disgusting. And I'm not hitting pan on this, but like you can see if you're looking at it up close that it's starting to divot in the bottom. I used the crap out of this stuff. So sometimes I would use it on its own, and then sometimes I would put it on top of the Maybelline. The thing about this foundation, though, was that it was so dark. This is C4, and I just got matched again at MAC for the Face and Body foundation, which I love, and I'm actually using pretty much every day now, and I'm N1, okay? So this is not my color. This has never been my color. I've always been this pale. So this was a mistake. I would say a solid mistake, but I think the application of the Maybelline is just a lot better. So that's what I'm going to show you first. I'm going to regret this because I don't have any paper towels. So I didn't believe in brushes, apparently, because I had it in my head that if I used a brush, everything would be streaky. I also did not know anything about makeup sponges. I don't think the Beauty Blender was invented yet. So what I would do with this lovely pumpless foundation, I would take it and I would just pour a little bit into my hand. God, this feels so wrong. Just a little, like not a lot, just a little. Look how dark that is. Are you kidding me? And then, get ready, it's time. I would rub it, and I would just smear it on my face. And I thought that this was the way to get the most flawless coverage in the world. And you know what? I don't disagree. I still think that this is a perfectly fine way to apply your makeup. I just think that I've become a little more evolved in my thinking, and that now my hands are going to be stained. And when I try to do other things on my face, which I'm about to do, the rest of my makeup is literally going to be covered in this orange toned Maybelline foundation. So that was what I did. I would make sure to just pull really hard, just yank right underneath my eyes. Honestly, I'm putting foundation over my eyelids right now, but I don't think I did that. So my eyelids, like right here under my eyebrows, were very pink in comparison to the rest of the tone of my face. I don't know if you can see this on camera, but the shade of my face compared to my neck is just a little bit off. Not like a lot off, but it's definitely not, it's not right. It is not the right shade. So that was what I would do first, and then sometimes I would even forget to put the cap back on, and I've had it spill in my life and get on other things. It's really not a great practice to just do that. Also, I still don't like this about Maybelline foundations. They don't have pumps. I really do prefer foundations that have a pump or a squeezy tube or something that makes it a little more sanitary, a little less messy, because that was a pain in the butt. So now I will use this. I'm going to put it on top, and I'm going to use the sponge that it came with because that's what I did when I first got it. Around about, I would say, 10th or 11th grade, I started taking a really big fluffy brush and putting it everywhere, which I think is a much better way of doing that. But for now, sponge. So I would just do. Oh my god. Oh my god. And I would just put it all over my face. This is awful. This is awful. Oh. I don't know why I thought this was the right color for me. I don't even think I actually thought this was the right color for me. I think what happened was that I bought it, and I bought it with my own money at this, like, beauty store in the outlets near my house. And I think that because I bought it with my own money, I felt compelled to finish it. Because otherwise, it would have been a waste of money that I could have spent on, I don't even know what, like, magazines, bubblegum, like, what was I buying in the 9th grade that was so relevant? I didn't have gas to put in my car, I didn't have phone bills, anything, really. So as you can see, this just really doesn't, this is not my color. Now, again, it could be worse because you're probably looking at me and thinking, it's not that bad. It's not like I put something on my face that's literally the color of the Syracuse orange, but it's really not my color. I'm looking at it in person. It makes my teeth look weird. It makes my eyes look weird. My hairline. I really just don't think that this was a solid choice for me to be making, but nevertheless, I made it every single day at 6:30 in the morning. So after that, I would take concealer. Now, the thing about concealer, I don't have the same concealer that I used to use. I used to use one of those, like, twist-up ones that looked like a lipstick, like the pen, basically, that was really drying and would tug on all of your under-eye skin and was really gross, and I would just, like, slather it. But the funny thing is that now we have this, like, triangle formation that people use. We'll put concealer everywhere. When I was in high school, I would literally just put it right underneath my eye and just, like, that's it. Like dark circles were just, like, right there, and that's it. So I'm going to use this Master Conceal by Maybelline, which is, like, also something I used to use, these little squeezy tube ones. I wish that I had it. I think it was a Physicians Formula twist up. I think you probably know the one I'm talking about. But yeah, that was a big no-no. So I would just put it, oh god, that's a lot. I would just put it, like, right there. That's it. Like, I wouldn't, and see, here's the funny thing. I would love to show you, because moments like this would happen to me often. I would have too much on one side and not enough on the other, and instead of balancing it out with the product, what I would do is take my finger and just move it. I would just say, nope, you're going over there. And then I would take my middle finger, and I would just rub underneath, and I guess I did pull down a little bit, but definitely not all the way. It was not like a solid brightening experience for me, and as you can probably see now, it's just, like, very kind of ghostly white under there. Really doesn't look good. Oh, and I think the best part about this is I would take a concealer like this color, which I will do for you, that was not the color of the rest of my face, to places that didn't need to be brightened. So I would use the same color to spot conceal. So if I had something right there, or if I had something right there, I would take the same color. And so then I would have these little kind of like light spots all over my face, which like, tell me why I thought that was a good idea. Let me know. Because like that is obviously, right there, that is obviously a differently colored concealer. I don't know, I am just a little bit mad at myself right now because already I would not leave the house like this. But you know what? I did it every single day. So what did I do next? I can't remember. Well, I'm pretty sure I did eyeshadow. I don't see what else would be reasonable at this point, but you never know. So I had these two, and these two are the original palette. This is what I used when I was in 8th, 9th, 10th grade. And honestly, I love these both, and these are both Revlon. Nope, just kidding. One is Revlon and one is Lancome. They actually don't make these colors anymore, but they do still make similar quads. So this right here, this Revlon palette, this is in 705 Pink Petals. I really would have loved to find this again because look at how pretty those are. I mean, obviously you can't really see that because I have hit pan on 2 of them. Proud of myself. I didn't think that I would ever hit pan on anything. This was the first thing that I did. I really clearly liked these colors, as you can see. And then this one right here is the Lancome Color Design Ombre Mono Effects Sensational Eyeshadows. And these were also fantastic. As you can see, this is uber used, and this one was my favorite color. I really wish I could find these again because I really did enjoy them. What I think I'm going to do today is use the powder because I would love to show you because I have the exact same brush. Exactly what I did. So this brush, I have no idea where it came from. I have no idea who it belonged to. I still use it to this day because I think it is great. I would first take this pink shade right here, which is clearly my favorite. I can barely get any of anymore. And I would put it all over my lid. Which, look, I don't think I was that bad at eyeshadow. I didn't use like insane colors. I didn't smoky eye myself because like I knew even back then that I was a pale girl, and that for pale girls you can't necessarily just use colors because they're in a palette. Like not everything was gonna look good on me, so I would just wash that over my lid, which I still think looks really nice, guys. And then I would take this color and mix it with this color. I still use this trick, fam. This is still a trick that I use. I would pretend that this was an eyeliner because I really didn't like the harshness of real black eyeliner, even though I do have some in there, and we'll get to that in a second. And I would put this on the top of my lid, kind of as you would put eyeliner. Not a lot of it, and not a heavy amount, but it would just kind of like line my lid a little bit so that I had some extra definition, or so I thought. It's really not doing that much now that I'm looking at it, but I think it pops the corner of your eye out a little bit, and I guess I thought that back then too. And then the last step was to take this white right here, which is literally no pigment is coming off of this because it's so old, and I would go underneath my eyebrows. Now mind you, I did this before I started actually doing my eyebrows, so I would just have like a white carved out line basically underneath eyebrows that were not filled in. I didn't start doing my eyebrows till like 10th grade, but let's pretend that it's 10th grade because the rest of this was still true. And this was the MAC eyebrow pencil, which I actually really do enjoy still. I just found some that work better for me. The reason I like this so much is because this is the color Strawberry Blonde. They had my hair color in an eyebrow pencil, which is impossible for me to find. I usually have to go like the blonde route and then they look too light, or the brown route and then they look too dark. This was perfect for me. And as usual, it's not sharpened because I am absolute shit with pencil sharpeners. So we're just going to go in and we're going to give it a shot. Now, my eyebrows look differently than they do right now, but I also know that I didn't believe in arches the same way that I do today. So I would just kind of like slap this on and not really focus and not really pay attention to where it's going. There's no definition. It was just kind of there. And that was fine by me. My eyebrows have always been a little bit of a pain in the butt, but at this point I didn't pluck them at all, so they were much more unruly than they are right now. There'd be like little hairs everywhere that the brow pencil was not. And it looked kind of crappy, but like that's okay. I also would like stop short. Like I didn't continue the eyebrows. I didn't like do anything in here. Just like they're like these little caterpillars on my face. So that's what that looked like. And even though I had this spoolie, I didn't really use it. Like, maybe I would just do the very front, and then it would look even more ridiculous. Like, what is that? What is that? Okay, those are not brows. Those are literal caterpillars. So that was what that looked like. And I think the next step I would take would probably be bronzer, blush. Yeah, no, I think that's where I am. So I have two bronzers. One of which is the original, one of which is not. Again, I have the Benefit Hoola, which was a gift, and I love this. Now let me tell you something. This is not my color. This is orange the same way that the Studio Fix is orange, okay? I'm not an orange person. I don't have undertones that work with this color, but I was like, oh, it's Hoola. I need this, and I need to put it all over my face. So I would take the brush that it came with, take too much of it. I did not tap it off like that. And I would just put it right in there and just assume that if I blended it out enough, it would look just fine. Okay? So like I was putting way too much faith in my ability to blend out my cheekbones. And I think the best part about this is that like this side feels good. This side is like the wrong angle and your blending doesn't work out, and like then I would go up in here, which like I didn't need to do. I would go down my nose, but like also including the middle. It wasn't a good scene. Now, mind you, I just want to be clear. I haven't put any setting powder on any part of my face. So under my eyes, already starting to crease. Over here, powder blushes and powder bronzers are not settling, the way that I wish that they would, but I didn't think about it. I didn't think about translucent powder as something that was used. So the second bronzer I had, which I, again, used as well because I thought I needed two bronzers. I was very uncomfortable with my paleness at the time. This is the Milani Baked Bronzer, and I would take this brush, which I right now use as a blush brush, dust that off, and I would literally just like go everywhere. So if I wasn't orange enough already, like this would be my face, because I wanted everything to be the same color, because I would go to the trouble of carving out my cheekbones and having a little bit of what is now called a contour, and then I would be like, I don't like this. So I would take this and I would just make everything the color that the Hoola had given that part of my face. It was great. It was really awesome and made all those steps super worth it. So that's this. And then next is blush. So I have this, which is Laura Geller, and this is in the shade Blush and Brighten in Berry. I'm sorry, this is the Blush and Brighten Blush in Berry. Now, this is a beautiful blush. Very dark blush. Very dark blush, and I didn't care. The other blush that I had that I really wish that I could have used today, because it was really my everyday go-to, was the MAC blush in, I want to say Duchess was the color, but I'm pretty sure I threw it out when I was moving into school last year because it was literally hard. Like, I would put my brush in it and I would get no pigment because it was that old. Anyway, so I would take a brush like this, which I still use now, but I use this more as like a powder brush for, you know, like hourglass powder all over my face or something, just a little bit ambient, you know? But this I would take. This I had the common knowledge to top off because I was like, oh, I don't want to have red cheeks, and I would just put it on. But like more than necessary, by far, way more. Because again, I had just oranged my face up, and now I'm like, you know what? Let's put some berry color on my cheekbones because that's necessary. And then the best part, this trick I learned from my mom. She still does this. Hi, Mom. You should stop doing this. She would take blush and she would put it like on her forehead, on her nose, and on her chin. So just like the bronzer, I wasn't putting it where it belonged. Blush everywhere, okay? But I didn't want to like rub it in everywhere. I would just dust it real quick like it was really doing something. No. It just looks like I have like some accidental blush on my forehead. And now, as you can see, these lines are starting to be super obvious because the MAC and the Maybelline do not mix well, and I had them together anyway. And last but not least for the face, this is Gorgeous Cosmetics Color Pro in Charity. I don't know what this is. This was from my sister. She like got rid of a bunch of makeup and she gave it to me. Now this looks to me like it could be a highlighter. And at a certain point in high school, I started hearing about highlight. I think I use this as eyeshadow for the most part, but for today, I'm going to do what I think I remember doing roundabout junior prom, which was taking this and just like putting it on my cheekbones, like over the blush. So this is not like a highlight on my cheekbones. This is like, hello, I'm just super, super duper shiny. Which, like, you know what? That actually doesn't look as bad as it could. Like, I'm looking at my face right now and like, this isn't like a complete train wreck, which is cool. I like that. Okay, I forgot something. My eyes, like, mascara and liner. I'm sorry. My apologies. So this is Marc Jacobs eyeliner. I obviously did not have Marc Jacobs eyeliner. I'm pretty sure it was Revlon. I was almost entirely drugstore besides the Benefit and my mascara, which is Bare Minerals. The drugstore was the only place I had access to. I didn't have a car yet. So some things were coming from like hand-me-downs from my mom or my sister or whatever, but like for the most part I would get like allowance, or I would get money from like my first couple jobs, and I would go and I would buy makeup at the drugstore, which I still do sometimes, but I also now have an obsession with Sephora. So, you know, these drugstore brands have sort of taken a back seat in terms of the impulse buying, if that makes any sense. So this, at an early age, like I said before, I'd realized that black eyeliner on me just makes my eyes look really small. But I realized at a certain point that that was only on the top. I also really hated my waterline. So what I would do, what's the third place to put eyeliner? Your tight line. So I would literally take my eye, and I would go like this, and I would like look up, and I like could not see what I was doing at all. I would just put it in there, and then it would look like that. Like if I screwed up, I would just like do that, because I believed in my fingers as tools. And then I would do the other eye, which, like, you know what, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, tight lining I think still looks pretty nice on me, but what I realized is that it's super bad for you, and it also doesn't always look good. Like, look, that eye, I got it on top, and then I would have to go back and do that to the other eye so that it looked even, and, like, that was just a pain in the ass. Like, it doesn't really look that good, but that's because I wasn't doing it well. Like, I guess if I focused now and tried to actually, this is not even, if I focused and actually tried to do it, like, decently, maybe it would look okay. But that, the only reason I kind of like this was because as soon as I put it on, you could see my pupils. You could see my eyes just popped because I have blue eyes. So like the very dark black right there, right next to them, just like boom, hello, I have blue eyes. And now I would go in with this. This is a good product, okay? This is the Bare Minerals Flawless Definition Mascara, and I still love this to this day. The problem is that this tube, which is the original tube, is super dried out, and I don't even think it's going to give me any mascara right now, but I'm going to try. I would love the way that this looked on my lashes. Oh my god, it's actually coming out. It's coming out a lot clumpier than it used to. But you can see, like, how much definition that gives me. Like, come on. Those are some eyelashes, girl. Like, that's what I wanted them to look like. And I remember literally remember this so well. This had to have been the beginning of 11th grade after I got my license. I was sitting in my driveway. I had just pulled in from school. And I heard on the radio there was like a Bare Minerals kind of like giveaway? Not a giveaway. It was like a trial. You know those things where they're like, try this for like 30 days free or whatever, and we'll send you a gift. So like I called up. I was like, you know what? I need some makeup. And then I ordered it, and it was like the little pans, like the original Bare Minerals, like with the twist off and the powder. I got a bronzer, like some light fair colors, and then I don't even remember what else. But the best part was this, and I used this till I thought it was dried out, and I guess I was wrong. But I think I know what I'm going to pick up. I really hope they haven't changed the formula because I really, really, really enjoy this. Okay, so that's like basically everything besides lips, which is like a 3-part conversation. So I had options. Mostly what I would do would be to take red lipstick always, no matter what I was doing. Like I have a berry color on my cheeks. I'm like orange. So like I didn't think about the color of red that I was choosing. I would just go in with like red, like almost pinky red. This is Revlon in 440 Cherries in the Snow. So bright and like doesn't really go with anything that I'm wearing. But like, did I care? No, I didn't give a shit. So that was one option. The other option was like something like this, which was super, super pale and shiny and made my lips look like frost, and it was gross and it never looked good, but I saw the trend on other people and thought, I need to wear that because that's when guys look good. Mistake, okay, Maraina? It was a mistake because this color, come on, look at my skin tone. No, 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 no. So this was the other type of thing that I would do to my face. And last but not least, we would have these, which like, I have a lot of lip glosses, but none of them really like embody the kind of lip gloss I used to wear in high school besides this. And this is a plump potion, I want to say. Yeah, this is Physicians Formula, which makes a lot of sense. So I'm going to go in with this first and like show you what I'm talking about, and then look at that tip. Like, you can see it's literally like breaking. I hate this so much. I really don't want to put this on. Do I have to? No, I don't want to. I'm going to show you the red instead because that was honestly more of my go-to thing. I would be that girl who would show up to the 10th grade with bright red lipstick and everyone would look at me like I was insane because I didn't have, you know, lip liner. I didn't know what I was doing. And also, you'll notice, which you can't really see right now, I've been doing this intentionally. I haven't put any like Aquaphor or anything on my lips all day today because I didn't do that. My lips were just dry as shit. It is my roommate. She is home. What's up, Em? I'm finishing my video.
Oh, hey.
It's almost done. Last step, lipstick. Take this, slap it on. No direction. None at all. Oh, my lips are so dry. I hate this. It looks awful. Oh. Help. Ah. This feels really unnatural and disgusting. And then the best part was that I didn't use tissues. I just like, if I screwed up, I would just take my fingers and go around the edges of my mouth and just hope for the best. And then I would end up with this, and like, nobody wants to deal with that. So yeah, this is my finished look. As you can see, I have also done my hair exactly how I would do it in high school. I would straighten it badly, not fix any of my cowlicks, and put it up to the side in one of these because I figured that would organize what was going on here. I am also wearing a shirt that I owned in high school and wore in high school, probably weekly. I don't know if people thought I had no clothes or just a really good washing machine, but this is what I was working with. So there is the finished look. 17,000 layers of things that were the same color. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Happy holidays.